In this bulletin, 241 new infections with one COVID death. Fiji's test positivity continues in an upward trend. And more than 30,000 food ration distributed. Good afternoon. The Ministry of Health recorded 241 new cases in the 24-hour period ending at 8 yesterday morning and a new death. The 50-year-old man from Newtown, Nasinu, was declared dead on arrival by doctors at the Valley Level Health Center. He was reported to be in severe respiratory distress before death. The man was also not fully vaccinated. Another death previously reported as is under investigation has now been classified as a COVID-19 death. The 62-year-old man from Grantham Road who presented to the FIMAT Field Hospital in respiratory distress died on the same day. The ministry has now recorded 17 deaths due to COVID-19. 15 are from the current outbreak. Fiji's COVID-19 daily test positivity over a 7-day period now stands at 7.9% with a continued upward trend. 150,878 samples have been tested since this outbreak started in April 2021. Total tests since early 2020 stands at 193,739. The national 7-day daily test average is 2,930 tests per day, or 3.3 tests per 1,000 population. 49% of the target population, or 278,954 people, have received their first dose of the AstraZeneca vaccine, while 6.12% or 43,345 have received their second dose. 22,837 first doses and 25,321 second doses were administered nationally in the last 7 days alone. 5 prison officers from Suva are among the 241 new infections recorded in the 24-hour period ending at 8 yesterday morning. Permanent Secretary for Health Dr. James Fong says they were undergoing 14 days quarantine at the efficacy compound in Rakiraki as part of the essential movement from the red zone to the green zone when they tested positive. The remaining cases are from the Lami Suvanosori containment zone. 106 are from existing areas of interest, while 17 are from new areas of interest. The new areas include Fiji Times, Food City Suva, Matinisi Voro Settlement, National Kidney Center Nandera, Suva City Council, and Tamovuaiwai. Dr. Fong says the remaining cases are contacts of known cases that were seen in screening clinics and were swabbed, and cases under investigation to determine possible sources of transmission. The COVID-19 pandemic has caused global disruption in the supply of medicines and raw ingredients used to manufacture certain consumables. The import of some consumables and medicine remain constrained due to the global supply chain issues. The Fiji pharmaceutical president says while this global issue has affected many countries, local pharmacists are ensuring that they have enough medicines and consumables in stock to cater for all Fijians. Rinal Chand says they are rationing medicines to ensure enough stock is available.
Raw ingredients as well, which has a knock-on effect in the production of medication, right? So there's a lot of components that goes into the manufacture of medications, and if any one of these is affected, it has a knock-on effect down the line in the production.
Health Minister Dr. Ifiremi Wangainambete says they are addressing and mitigating any shortage that they encounter. The Health Minister has reassured that they continue to supply consumables and medicines to all health facilities. Government has distributed a total of 38,760 food ration, grocery essential items and household packs to affected households during this outbreak. Of this, 9,260 groceries and essential item packs, which include 675 new household packs, have been distributed to those in targeted lockdown and home isolation. Meanwhile, 542 households and grocery packs were delivered to Ngawia in Lami. To date, around 1,878 packs have been delivered to Fijians in home isolation, within the Lami Suvarnasori containment zone. 6 household packs were released to NDMO to be delivered to the isolation facilities. The efficacy and safety of the COVID-19 vaccine are not questionable at this point. The World Health Organization cleared the air amongst growing concerns and questions. WHO Chief Scientist Dr. Soumya Swaminathan says that so far, the data and research showed that the vaccine is still effective against the 4 different variants of concern, including the Delta variant currently here in Fiji. Individual countries are advised to conduct research and assessment at the national level. As it is, the WHO-approved COVID vaccines are effective in minimizing death.
Most of the vaccines seem to be quite good at stopping that from happening, even though they may not stop people from getting infected.
And to our latest COVID-19 update. There were 241 new cases in the 24-hour period ending at 8 a.m. yesterday morning. The Central Division once again has the majority of the new infections, recording 235 cases. Another 5 cases were recorded in Rakiraki, while there is a lone case from Navua. Fiji has recorded 3,726 cases since April, and there are now 3,027 active cases in isolation, with 779 recoveries in total. The COVID-19 death toll still stands at 17. Up ahead, Spain qualifies to Euro 2020 quarterfinals, and Banuve confirmed for Tokyo Games. Stay with us. Welcome back. Spain progresses to the quarterfinals after a relentless match against Croatia, but they managed to hold themselves to a 5-3 win. Spain was in a 3-1 lead, but Croatia managed to score 2 consecutive goals just 5 minutes before the full time, forcing an extra time onto the match. National sprint king Banuve Tambakau Doro will finally live his Olympic dream. The Mbao Bullet is in the Team Fiji list for the Olympics, confirmed by Fasanok. He is currently training in Australia, preparing for the Games. Tambakau Doro will race against the best in the world as he takes up the universality spot for athletics. Meanwhile, Fiji Swimming has submitted the names of Cheyenne Rova and Taichi Vakasama. Rova and Vakasama are going to the Olympics through the universality spot. Table tennis will also be represented at the Games, with Selii confirmed for Tokyo. Team Fiji will be represented by 53 athletes and officials when the Games begin on 23rd July 2021. He's in the prime of his career, 13 years after his debut, and Team Savi has plenty more left in him. Southie and other Black Caps are catching up on some post-celebration sleep posts in Auckland. Cloudy periods with some showers over the eastern parts and interior of the larger islands. That's FBC News Now. Join us for our 1-hour major bulletin at 7 p.m. And be sure to download the FBC app to access the latest in news, sports, and live radio broadcasts from any of our 6 FBC radio stations. Stay safe and good afternoon.